got an exclusive interview today with someone who has been very busy the holiday season, very, very busy. She's been out and about, actually, the support. Behind every great man is a great woman. And this woman has been working tirelessly to make sure that Saint Nick, our pal Santa, not only gets his feet rubbed, but that he made it to every boys and girls little chimneys and got the cookies and everything. Let me welcome to the show the one and only Mrs. Claus. Hello.
It is an honor to be here. I am so excited. This is my first interview. Santa usually does them, so I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
I can't believe nobody wanted to talk with you. I mean, how can Santa do what he is able to do without you?
I mean, behind every man, there is a strong woman. And I have to say, this Christmas was absolutely chaotic. It was chaotic.
Now, I watch you because you do have social media, Mrs. Claus. You be out there gathering up the elves, getting the reindeer in check. So just explain behind the scenes, what you're doing to make our Christmas so special.
Well, first of all, the thing I would say is that for me, I'm actually not from the North Pole. I'm from Hackensack, New Jersey. And so I used to work, Jersey Girls Unite. Yes. Unite. And we always get stuff done. Okay.
Come on.
So I had actually put my business card in a little salad bowl at the Subway, not realizing that I was going to win this trip to the North Pole. I won the trip. And so me and my cousin Trish, we went down to the North Pole. I've been there ever since. Santa and I, we fell in love. And I realized that this man was stressed, that there was no organization that was happening. And I was like, you know what? I need to get into position. I need to start saving Christmas and making it more efficient. And so that's exactly what I've done. I work with my elf on the shelf, Trevante. Scrooge is my personal assistant.
Wait, hold on. How is Scrooge involved?
Oh, yeah. Scrooge has been here. I was like, he's really good with numbers. Okay. He's really good. And we found him on Indeed. And I was like, I think I know this name, Scrooge, Ebenezer. Let's hire him. We need help.
Yes. Okay. So what was it about Santa? Was it the beard? Was it the belly? Because the belly is a comfortable place.
It is a comfortable place. And that was pre-Ozempic, because now he's giving 6-pack abs. And
no, Mrs. Claus, no.
Yes.
No to the O. No to the O.
That was a curveball for all of us here. And so we had to kind of figure out the press around that. Coca-Cola dropped the brand deal. But what? We did good. We did good. And the thing about him is that he was able to shower me with gifts. Gifts is my love language. And so it just worked out that way.
Okay. All right. I love the love. All right. So the reason why I wanted to talk with you afterwards, because you're busy during Christmas, the whole season. Now we're out of Kwanzaa as well. Yeah. Y'all don't know Santa swirls, y'all. Santa likes him some chocolatey goodness. All right, so y'all need to know that about Santa. He's a multicultural lover, except he's married to a sister from Jersey. So now that you got this downtime, what is the North Pole? What is happening there now? That
I'm gonna just say, I never want to see a candy cane again for the next 11 months. I'm on my sugar-free cleanse right now. We did too many cookies this year, too many brownies, too many treats, and so I'm on my I'm going vegan right now. Veganary. What are they calling it now? Vegan January. That's what I'm doing in this time. I'm also trying to book a cruise to Turks and Caicos. I need sun. It's very cold here.
Yes, you need some. Yes. So wait, hold on. The vegan thing. I saw a video. Yeah. And I don't think you're it's an agreement with your current system. Like you not feel. So what? How's it going?
The thing is, I needed a cleanse. I have been eating oxtails this entire holiday season, great baked mac and cheese and all kinds of stuff. I mean, I had made the baked mac and cheese for Jesus's birthday. And so, we were just eating that in just globs. And so I was like, you know what? I need to come to the new year, right? New year, new me. And so I'm just detoxing my body right now. And I'm on my vegan cleanse right now. The other thing that we're doing here in the North Pole is going over the naughty and nice list. There's a lot of things that happened recently in current events. And so we have a conference later that Scrooge is setting up to talk about Cat Williams. There was a lot going on.
Wait. So what does he? So does
we
Cat
don't know
make?
Yet. It's so early.
It's too early to put him on the naughty or the nice.
It's very early. We're just kind of we have to kind of like do our spreadsheets.
Okay, all right.
Rewatch.
If you're taking suggestions, I'm gonna suggest, just me. I'm just a regular citizen here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Kat needs to be on the nice list.
Fantastic.
Because the truth that he spoke, and then there was a point which we're going to talk about because it's Thrive Thursday, where he like gives money to people randomly, comedians.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's a nice list type of thing.
Is.
You know,
Tithing back to the community. I love to hear it.
I love to
hear that.
So
absolutely.
I feel just that alone, because I feel like this is the way, you know, some of the good things that you do can wash out anything that might potentially be negative.
Exactly. I think the thing for me, Miss Karen, is I thought Christmas was over. I thought I was going to get a little couple of weeks before we started getting into all this stuff. And y'all on Earth, y'all just hit it.
Yo. Okay, wait. Now, did the Epstein list make it up to the North Pole? Are you going over there?
But apparently it's getting faxed soon. I'm stressed.
Okay. Oh, y'all using a fax? So is Aretha Franklin involved in this? Okay.
We just got a North Pole app over here. We just got it.
Okay. All right. Y'all getting into the next century. I appreciate it. Let me say thank you. I just wanted to bring you on today, Mrs. Claus, to just say, because you know, Santa get all the love. But I want you to know that we appreciate all of the behind the scenes things that you do, Mrs. Claus. I love you, and I thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having me, and you are definitely on the nice list. Just know that.
Yes. All right. And scene. Okay, let me really welcome to the show. She is the star of Ghosts, which apparently started as a British show, which I started watching a British show, and then I was like, oh, it's just like this. Just like, what was that show? Shameless. This is like a lot of shows that started there, and then we brought it over here, and I'm glad it's over here because you play a hilarious soul singer that died in the 20s or something, and now it's a whole mess and a whole festival. And then this season, you did a whole thing on the bed bugs in Paris coming to the United States, and all. It was beautiful. It was brilliant. Let me welcome the accomplished Danielle Pinnock. Hello.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me. This is just an honor. I'm so grateful.
Listen. I mean, it's been a long time coming. I've been following you, and then I finally had to go to the Twitters and be like, y'all, make the introduction. Somebody get this woman on the show. I need to talk with Danielle because she is hilarious.
I am so grateful. I've been such a huge fan of this show for so long. I remember I was watching the Wendy Williams interview last night, and my friend DK, who is a huge Wendy Williams guy, so thank you. This is such an iconic show. It does so well for our community and so much for it. And so I'm just happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Listen, this season is going to be about some joy because we got a lot of pain coming, you know, and Frankie Beverly told us, you know, joy and pain, like sunshine and rain. So we're going to do a lot of joy this year as we head into 2024 because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm usually good with predicting, but I don't know whether Jesus coming back. I don't know what's happen. I don't. So I know we're gonna need to laugh and be in community and love each other. That's all I know. So thank you for stepping in the gap because I'm gonna be tapping you in quite frequently while you are filming and taping and doing all of the other things that you're doing. Please. Now you're not really from Jersey though. So
I am.
Are you?
I am.
Oh, I thought you were from Massachusetts.
So I was born in Massachusetts in Boston, and then I moved to New Jersey when I was 7 or 8. And I did all my schooling in Jersey, and then went to college in Philadelphia at Temple University, and then did grad school overseas in England. I'm a Jersey girl or Jersey gal because my family is Jamaican.
Gal, yes. So, Temple, that's Jean from Jeanne. That's Quinta.
Yes,
so y'all had a nice.
We were the same. She was 1 year, I think, under me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would see her around campus, and there's a lot of really amazing Black artists that came out of that year, and in my year as well too. Davine Joy Randolph, who is up for.
We were just talking about her yesterday.
Yep, that is one of my dear friends. That's one of my.
I got a clip of her learning how to smoke for this new thing. I was like, this woman is everything.
Yes, and has been everything. She is incredible. Maurice Williams, who created Intergalactic on Netflix with Kid Cudi, and Kenya Barris. I mean,
Wow.
there's just so many of us.
Wow.
It's hard to keep track. Coleman Domingo, I mean, from a few
Back in
years
the day, just
our
like
senior,
2 years
but
ago.
like,
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, absolutely legendary. Also went to Temple as well too, and so to see all the owls just thriving, especially in the entertainment industry, it's so incredible.
Well, it is Pennsylvania's HBCU, even though they had Cheney. They had Cheney, but I feel like Temple's like an HBCU, especially when y'all had John Cheney there. It just, we were rooting. We were rooting for Temple always. How'd you go from Jersey into comedy like
Yeah.
this?
My mom, as an immigrant mom, they want you to be the lawyer, the doctor, having safe jobs, and I just knew that was just not the career path for me. And so randomly in my 5th grade, we all had to do this cast play. And the school probably would have been canceled in this day and age. It was called Aladdin and the Wonderful Magical Lamp. Very bootleg production. We had to buy our own costumes for this play. I played Jafar's sister, Halima, and my grandma is a church goer, and she was like, listen, we're gonna get you this costume at Party City, but you're gonna be covered up. And I had this little crop top with a leotard and black tights and sweatpants, and I looked like, I mean, the Black Panther. Like, I looked insane in this production. But it was there that my family saw that I really started taking a liking to the performing arts. I was able to sing and I was acting, and my mom, she was like, you know what, let me keep cultivating this from my child. And she was a single mom doing this during Y2K, and like didn't really have anything, and was just like, I'm gonna send her to camp, and I'm gonna send her to acting coaching and singing and all of that stuff. And so I was very privileged to have those opportunities as a first generation immigrant, but also just with a single mom, like literally working her behind off to get me these opportunities, because I was the investment. You know what I mean? She was like,
Wow.
if I invest
Okay.
now, she's gonna get us out of
Okay.
this situation.
All right.
And
So it's
so
Thrive
yeah.
Thursday. It's Thrive Thursday. Danielle Pinnock is here. You also may know her because I'm starting to watch Young Sheldon. And he roasts you. Miss Ingram.
Time.
Oh, that child is
Every time.
precocious. Yeah, you be getting your whole intelligence questioned every episode with him. And of course she plays Alberta in Ghost. As I'm listening to you, we just came off of a strike. We've had a lot of actors on the show talk about the uncertainty of that. Now you're back filming. How
Yeah.
do you make sure your mom's investment is good when
Yeah.
there is so much uncertainty around
Yes.
making a living?
Well, I think the thing is seeing her hustle for my entire childhood and growing up, and my grandmother as well, that was instilled for me from day one. And so when the strike happened, I was extremely stressed, because I'm like, okay, we still have, mortgage and things that are still coming up, and there's no income coming in. And that hustle spirit, I called all of my team at that time. I was like, listen, we need to figure out how to pivot. I was like, if that means we need to start looking at brand deals and just different opportunities and ways to make money, let's do that. And there were some people on my team I actually had to fire, because they were like, oh, well, nobody's going to hire you, and nobody really knows you, and nobody knows that.
Oh, girl, I hate that. I get
Yes,
that
they
same,
get it.
same thing here. Here, right
Yes,
here. People supposed to be doing advertising. Oh, it's so hard to it's so hard to sell The Professor. I don't know. I'm
yes,
like, do you listen to the show? It'd be black
exactly.
people too. Oh my God.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And
Telling a
so
lot.
that was pre-strike. I had to make just some changes to my team, because this one of my team members at the time, I remember very distinctly, said, we had reached out to 800 brands and nobody wants to work with you. It's because you have not a lot of followers. I said, well, listen, I was like, from my perspective, I'm on #1 comedy in America right now for broadcast TV. We're getting 7 to 10 million views weekly. I was like, on my personal page, I'm getting 3 million views. And I was like, and everybody is engaged on the page. These characters are going viral weekly. Who have you reached out to? And so on my own, and with the help of my husband, and I have to give a huge shout out to Ruby Dove, who was my dear friend, who came in and said, let's get this money together, girl. We started reaching out to brands on our own, and I was able to cultivate relationships with over 25 brands this summer on my
Okay.
Yes.
Can you introduce me to Ruby? Because
Yes, I'm
I
telling
need
you,
me a Ruby in
literally.
my when we get for real. Because listening to Cat Williams too, you
Yes.
can't let somebody else define your
No,
impact. You know, you just cannot. You have to know
no.
for yourself your impact. And immediately when I see you, I'm like, this woman is gold. She is comedy gold. Lord have mercy. So I'm, ooh, chef's kiss to you, because somebody would have heard 800 people didn't want me and been like,
No.
oh, well, I guess you were like, nope,
No,
let's go.
because I mean
Wow.
it's a matter of survival at that point during the strike because we didn't know how long it was going to last. And there literally at that time was no income. And I'm like, there are caregiving services I have for my mom set up. There's, our mortgage or all these other things. And I'm like, these things still are gonna come. The bills are still gonna come. And we just need to get creative and to pivot. And it was a really great lesson for me to know that I should not put all my eggs in one basket. These shows that I'm on, they're absolute blessings. I've been praying to be on these shows, I mean, for decades. And it's great to have, but to know that the industry is also very fickle. And anytime we can't have another strike, at any time I can be killed off on any one of these shows.
Well, the one show you're already dead, so I don't know
Yeah,
if that's going to
exactly.
happen.
But
Well, you might cross over, though. You
I
might
might
cross
cross
over. Yeah.
over into the next.
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
was like, I need to start setting up for myself, not only as an actor, but as a business person, other streams of income as an artist. And so that's what the strike taught me. And as scary as it was a blessing in disguise because I had to pivot.
So where do you need us to support you where these companies, these 20 companies will know that Danielle is the best investment they could ever imagine being a part of? Is it Twitter? Where do we need to get your numbers up
Yeah.
there? Where do you want
You
us
can
to
find
engage?
me
Where?
Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can find me at Body Courage. I'm so excited for what this new year has in store. Mrs. Claus is actually a TV show that I had written 2 years prior. And so I'm about to start going out to pitch that. And so a lot of these little characters that I've been playing on social media are based on shows that I've written or movies that I've written or pitches. And so I've been using social media to test if these characters work or not. And so I'm excited for what this new year has to bring. And yeah, I can't wait.
Well, she works. Mrs. Claus works. The bed bug is hilarious. The cigarette smoking bed bug from France. Like, what was the inspiration? I mean, did you go to France and get a bed bug? Did you bring a bed
Listen,
bug back? What
I
happened?
did go to France, but it was during Christmas of the year prior. And my husband and I, we went to this. Everyone was saying, you need to try Michelin star restaurant. I was like, okay, fine. So we tried it for the first time ever. When I tell you it was a beautiful experience, we saw Eiffel Tower, everything behind us. And I kept realizing that they kept dimming the lights every minute. And I was like, wow, this is very cozy, but why do they keep turning these lights down? I felt something on my leg. I thought it was my husband nuzzling next to me. Miss Karen, it was a
Girl,
rat. It
no,
was a rat.
girl, no, no.
It was a rat. It was a rat. And so from then on, I was like, wow, Paris is just kind of giving like a New York vibe.
No, New York, you gonna go to a nice restaurant and not get a rat.
I feel like New York in the early 90s.
Okay, 80s, late 80s. Yes, yes,
In the early 90s.
Yes, yes. Okay, all right. Yes, 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 yes.
But I couldn't believe it. And so from then on, I was like, I have to do something about Paris. So when the bed bug situation started going viral and it got national news, I said, you know what? This is who I want to do. But I was like, what if this bed bug was like a model? What if she was a fashion designer? What if she was fierce and kind of like the Miranda Priestley of France? And that too
Oh,
is an animation that I'm already working on and creating. I
oh,
hope one day that it can become something in this new year. So yeah.
you are such a Taurus. Okay, so listen. You got an open seat here. If you want to test out some things, I want you to come on through and test some stuff out. If you just want to talk about whatever you want to talk about, because I feel like if I hit something at you, you're gonna hit it back. Because this was all impromptu. She ain't know what. All I said, can you come in as Mrs. Claus? She ain't know nothing else. She said, let me get on my turban. I'm ready. She was here early, ready. This is what I'm talking about. This is the blueprint. Okay, so, what can we expect? Is your character going to make it through the season, Alberta?
Well,
Is she?
it's a big question mark this season because at the end of season 2, one of the ghosts have ascended in our
Yep.
show. The ghosts call that being sucked off. I'm not being vulgar.
Oh, Oh, somebody just said, is she gonna be sucked off? And I was like, what are y'all talking about being sucked off? Okay, because I was thinking I was tied to Cat Williams because I just finished watching 2 hours and 40 minutes of him, and there was a lot of sucking off happening or talking about or verse booty holes and stuff. Yes.
Yeah, but I mean,
it was a lot.
Nearly 3-hour interview. My biggest question was, did they take any breaks? Because it felt like they kind of just went all the way.
Oh. It was a marathon.
It was a marathon. It really was.
I had to take breaks. Get some water. I had to go take a walk. I came back. They were still talking. I said, "Oh my goodness."
Still going. But yeah, that's what's happening with Ghost. So we don't know which Ghost it has been, but I just encourage people to stay tuned. It's going to be a beautiful, hilarious season, but that mystery is still out there. And so I hope it's not me.
Okay.
I hope it's not Alberta, but we'll see.
Okay, and so what else are besides all of the 5011 other things that you're working on, which is a function, I think, more being a tourist and Jamaican, because I'm just saying, I'm just gonna say that. What besides that, are there any other productions that you are?
Yes, I just finished Candy Cane Lane that a lot of people just watched, which I did with Murphy. It was an incredible experience, and so a lot of people have been watching that. It was #1 on Amazon Prime during the entire holiday season, which was great. And I'm currently writing my first book, and so I hope people can just stay tuned to that. And just the book is tentatively titled "I Think I Might Be Famous."
Like it. I like it.
The perils of fame and the excitement of it all, but also how I've dissected it in the last 3 years. And the point of I've been working towards this for the last 17 years in theater and comedy clubs and things like that. And now I've had my big break, and what that big break actually entailed for myself and also my family as well. So I hope people can just stay tuned for that as well too.
You're going to be back to talk about that. Now, this Body Courage, why this? Why this is your handle?
So that was based off of my one-woman show. That was a one-woman show that brought me to Los Angeles. I did that show for 4 years. I interviewed over 350 people worldwide about how they felt about their bodies. And then what I would do is write what the interviews down verbatim, and then would perform them on stage. And that's kind of what got me into comedy and character work in the first place. And my dream ultimately was to become the next Anna Devere Smith. That's really what I wanted. And then TV came into play, and I said, you know what? Let's go into TV. Let's do that, because that might be more money. Yes. But that show was the first thing that I did by myself as a creative. I learned some great lessons, hard lessons, but most importantly, I got my confidence as a creative from that show. Being alone by myself as a Black woman, as a plus size Black woman for 90 minutes on stage. I mean, the athleticism that takes to do 8 shows a week. I mean, it was an incredible experience. And I'm hoping one day that someone can turn that into a documentary, because I have all the interviews. I have everything from, an Olympian that was living in Mumbai to a pastor that was in Northern Ireland dealing with early onset Parkinson's issues, to a little girl on the south side of Chicago who was getting bullied for her weight. It's all kinds of interviews and people that I was portraying in that show. And so it means a lot to me. And that's why my handle is what it is.
And that's important, because now in the era of Ozempic, everybody's going to be skinny, but I don't know if everybody's going to be healthy, and the goal shouldn't be to be skinny. The goal should be to be healthy and happy. And when I tune into anything that you're doing, all I see is joy. And so I was like, I need more Danielle Pinnock in my life, because this woman makes me smile and laugh, and we need that. So thank you for all of the things. And again, you will be back. So come on back. If we invite you, I hope you come back. I hope you say yes.
Yes, I will be here. I will be here with bells on. Thank you so much for having me.
Can't turn my back on that. Gotta make moves, gotta act on that. You're the one I want, and I stand on that. You and me, babe, that's black on